it's time to tell that story and get it out to everybody. Like this is how it went down, and this is why it is the size it is now. Now people make a lot of comments now, like so and so would be just as big if there never was any country rap. He paved their own lane. Are you sure? We don't know. Because he should still
Exactly.
could just be a white SoundCloud rapper or somebody trying to get like. Granted, a lot of them probably would have found a lane. It just would have been different. You know
Yeah, it
what
would have
I
been
mean?
different.
It'd have been different, and because it's like go back and think. Name all the rap groups that were ahead of their time. That if they came out 10, 12 years later, especially first off, Onyx. Onyx would
Yeah,
be fire as shit these days. Nobody knew. Man,
right.
what are these three black dudes with metal guitars? Like this ain't. It just wasn't accepted. It was dope. You know,
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
DOS effects.
That's a
They
fact.
were fire. It was like there were so many groups in that early '90s that were trying to do new stuff. It just wasn't accepted yet, and just kind of got
Yeah,
pushed to the wayside. And I think that's what we prevented from happening is having so much. We had so much, so many deep catalogs from everybody that it's not going anywhere. So the evolution is going to happen. But now you've got all these new artists and all these. You got just so much more to choose from. Whereas
hmm,
these nobody's getting thrown out like Sticky Fingers did or Crucial Conflict. Like
ooh, that's one of those
hey,
right
like
there. In
it's
the
like
middle of the barn. Hey,
and then what?
they,
Boom,
bruh, they
country
really
rap.
brought that country sound to the like. They
Right.
they really infused the country sound. I used
let
to
me let
love
me
them,
let
bro.
me tell you how people fail to forget this, like how early it was coming when people were always trying to do something new, trying to change something. Let's try to do something new. All right, Kumo D did Wild Wild West
Wild Wild West, yeah,
in 1988.
80s, yeah,
Your boys on a horse in the snow in New York, looking gangster as hell, right? Like just crazy. So it
hmm,
was always trying to get, and then fast forward to like 1999, 2000. Bone did Ghetto Cowboy.
yeah.
Like
You right.
and that was a
Yeah,
country ass rap song. Can I get it? It was like
yeah, you're right. Though. I forgot
so.
about that song.
It's always kind of been around, but people don't remember all that because it wasn't mainstream, and we didn't have internet to put everything in everybody's face. Feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, no, definitely, man. Definitely. This music has been, like I said, it's like a new fresh air to rap period. I think it gives a whole nother look of what it was like to kind of be in the early ages of the regular rap stuff, because you got, like you say, you got people evolving, you got people staying status quo, you got people that's trying different things all at the same time. So I love this shit. I think this shit is dope.
And that's another slept on late MC status quo.
Oh, you're right though. Yeah.
See, people look at the Carhartt and knew where I grew up, and they're like, "How in the hell?" I'm like,
How
"Bro,
you
I
know?
was a hip hop head, dog. Like my
I feel
my
you.
first concert, I snuck into a Dougie Fresh and Get Fresh crew concert in the Jacksonville
Mm,
Coliseum with my cousin because he was old enough. I was like 13, and I
yeah.
was I was in it. I was in it for
Oh
them.
yeah.
And it's weird too because growing up in Florida, now we had dog shit rap. We had Luke and the whole bass scene. Like
Woo.
I mean,
Bruh.
it was wild,
Wow.
but
Wow.
there wasn't nothing to it. You know what I mean? It was just
Yeah.
like big booty. It was that was it. And
But it was wild, bro. I used to love this.
bro,
Oh my
bro,
shit.
I
That
I
shit was
remember
wild,
keeping
bro.
I'd always put the tape in between my mattress and my box spring
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
so
You couldn't
I
have it
mean
and don't have the cover. You almost had to throw
no
the cover
nah
away.
I mean
You
they
had to
was
throw the
in the
cover away.
they was what in front of Supreme Court and on the news, like they were trying to ban them
Bro,
and all that.
everything,
It
bro.
was a big deal. I remember I remember the cover, and we should talk about it after everything. I mean, we was in high school, so whatever. But I remember when the 12 Play album came out, I had the R. Kelly CD, and it was sitting on it was sitting on my truck, and my mom she looked at it, she's like, "What is that?" I said, "Oh, we got mom. That's Reverend Kelly. We got that at church Wednesday night." Like, it's like Reverend Kelly.
Reverend Kelly.
And fast forward 30 years, you like, oh God, I could have came up with so many other names. But hey,
Reverend Telly.
cause that comes from that 12 play album had no skips on it, dog.
No,
Not
no, didn't.
one.
No, no, no.
Sadie. Shit.
So I see
Yeah.
you a big R&B head too, huh?
Yeah, that Frank man, it was weird.
I see.
I
I
went
see
in
you.
like spurts. Yeah, I was big during the whole I mean Shy, Jodeci, the
Man.
H Town. Man, I was a big in fact, I just threw her in a song the other day. I said, pop the tape in, Mary J obliged you. Like I
Yeah,
love Mary
you sure
J.
did.
Yeah, I
Uh
was
my life
genuine.
that my life album was shit.
Bro, bro. Yeah, no, I was into everything. Like, I still just, I'm one of those weird ones that'll die on the hill saying that one of the most underrated talents ever, R&B, hip hop musician, whatever you want to call. It. He's like the president in Haiti now. But Wyclef he was my
Oh yeah.
shit. Like, I thought he was so underrated.
Nah, he
Wyclef,
is.
3000 doesn't never get talked about enough.
Yeah,
Like his
3000 is the man.
storytelling was ridiculous. But
Oh man.
yeah,
3000 is
man,
the man.
I dig it all, and I didn't like I said I didn't know I enjoyed it until I got to this point and looked back at life and been like, oh shit, I remember that night we was at such and such, and no, I remember right now getting in a fight in a Crystal's parking lot, and party up in here. DMX was on. We gonna make me lose my mind up in here. We just in there swinging, throwing chili cheese dogs and shit. Yeah. So like I was wild, man. I was wild. I had to do a lot of growing up, but I grew up with a pretty sister, so I had to learn how to fight. And then I was the quarterback, so
yeah,
I got tried at every party. I'm like,
yeah.
dog, do you not see these dudes are 6'8", 6'7",
They right
rolling with
behind me.
me? Like my
Man,
best,
we're gonna whoop your ass.
one of my best friends in college. You a hooper at all? You watch hoops at all?
Oh yeah.
So one of my best friends in college, we shared a kitchen together in the little dorm suites. Was Kenyon Martin when I was in Cincy, and I'm gonna tell you
For
right
real?
now, anybody that's ever watched it, listen. When we went out and Ken was with us, I loved when people talked shit to me. I was like, oh, for real?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, that boy would piece him up. Pow, 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 pow.
I bet.
Ken was
I bet.
a dog. He was a monster.
Hey,
He
listen, the other
was.
day, because he on that Arenas Gilbert
Yeah,
Arenas
I watch it.
podcast.
Yeah, Gil's
He was
Arena. I
talking,
watch it all the
hey,
time.
because he was talking about how D'Angelo Russell had fucked over
Mm-hmm.
Swaggy Pete, and the other day he was like, "I'd have beat
I'll
his
beat his
ass."
ass.
He said,
Yeah.
"I'd have beat his ass." He said, "I don't give a fuck what they would have did. Wasn't nobody gonna stop me from whooping his
No,
ass."
no. He
I
was
believe you,
telling.
sir.
He told a story on there. You might have seen it. He was talking about when he came to Cincinnati. He's like his freshman year. He said it was a second or third practice, and one of the
Oh
seniors that
yeah,
said some shit. I was walking through the Shoemaker Center, like our locker room came out. We had to cut through we could cut through the practice. I sit there and watch practice all the time because I live with two basketball players. I got so tired of the football team. Like
yeah.
during the
I
week,
know.
I wanted. And I was a hooper in my mom. My dad played college ball. He was like I'm a hooper, like, but I was better at football, whatever. So
Yeah.
I was always around the basketball team. Everybody thought I was even on the team because I was around them so much. But I'll never forget that day. Shit, he walked by, and Jackson Jilson said something, and somebody said something. Man, he's a senior. Kenyon said, "I don't give a fuck." Well, hey, he hit him about 6 times, and Jax jumps back, like waiting somebody to break it up. And Bob Coach Huggins was just like, "Hey, you gotta get tougher." And then Kenny was like, "Oh shit, hey, let us fight." Worst thing they could. Hey, that boy was wild, dog. But you could not stop him in college. Well, he had a hell of a career, period.
Yeah,
But
hell of a career.
yeah, Kenyon was my boy, man. Man, that my first year in Cincinnati, we had Kenyon Martin.